Okay. So this is the week 2 creative assignment, and if you could tell by my surroundings, this is extremely ghetto. I am in my friend's car. This is Drew.
Hi.
And that's Danny back there. And feel free to interject to any of these questions. So for this week's creative assignment, chapter 3 and chapter 4. Chapter 3 was extremely chapter 3 was extremely confusing, and chapter 4 was just about killing people. Amazing. But I wanted to prove a point, and you know how I look at my book while I do this. Okay. I learned with like positivist and constructionalist theories, they're extremely similar, but they're extremely different depending on the point of view. So I have these two here. I'm going to ask questions and show how different, because I feel like, okay, everybody is a positivist and everybody's like a constructionalist. Everybody's in the middle. That's my theory, because you can't, it's just with opinions, you can't, nobody has the same opinions. Like, we all know this, especially when it comes to sociology, because if that was the case, there wouldn't be like 50,000 sociologists. So I'm going to ask some questions here. This is creative, and it's going to have to do with the stuff that I found like extremely interesting. Okay, so guys,
I'm afraid to move.
when you think serial killer, what do you think about?
Male.
Ski masks.
Okay, but okay, so Danny says male. Why do you think male? You don't think a female can be a serial killer?
No, I do, but statistically, my mind's instantly male.
Because why? Do you think men?
Society really does make men out to be more killers than women. So it gets stuck in your brain since you're little that men are killers.
Okay, and then what do you think it takes to be a serial killer? Do you think that they have problems with society, or they have a mental problem?
Problems with society.
It could be both.
Okay, why do you think more problems with society?
Because that would cause intimidation and they feel weak. Therefore, they feel that they need to take people out.
You're killing me for this.
It could be anything.
And why do you think more with, not more psychologically, but half and half? Why do you feel so?
But,
well,
You talk loud.
It's however they grew up, and then how they're treated now, and then it's just how they relate to the people that they're having issues with. And then society.
Well, don't you think that like, so society could like create mental problems? Even.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Okay, yeah, but certain mental problems, like not like, what do you call it? Schizophrenia and shit like that. It's more like
there's different types of schizophrenia,
depression
too, you know?
and okay, so like, okay, let's think about like murderers. Okay, there's two different kinds of murderers. There's one murderer where they just kill random people in like a different like pattern, or there's people who have like a hit list, like the murders of Columbine. That kid came in there and he didn't have a set list of people he wanted to kill.
He wanted to prove a point and knew.
He just been like mentally hurt so bad by all these people, he went in there and he killed everybody. But that was more depression and frustration, because frustration can drive two people in two different places.
That was towards society.
I don't think it was for society at all. Honestly, I think that kid had a mental problem. That's my view of it. So you're more like...
I think that mental problems all have a kind of epicenter from society, if you get what I mean. Because the way you're affected from what you're surrounded by can affect how your mental state really exists.
I feel otherwise. I feel like it all stems from when you were born to now, and like...
But really, it depends on how you're raised, too, which is society.
Also, there's chemical imbalances.
Yeah, but there's kids, okay, like there's kids who've been sheltered completely, and they aren't affected by society. They're affected by the only shit that they get in the home. So, it just...
But that would be their society. Their home.
It depends on what a person's view of society is. I don't think that's society. Because society, I feel like vast amounts of people from grade to grade, school to school, not just what you get in a home because you're locked in a closet because your parents didn't want you to be, you know.
Okay. Well, serial killer, I just think that they're out to prove a point and that they're sick in their fucking head.
I think that they've been affected by something and they don't realize that they're sick.
They think they're in the right.
Yes.
There's a lot
Because
of
perception of right and wrong can be fucked up as a child, from a child's point of view.
there's a lot of murders that cop.
I don't know. Sorry for the cursing.
I'm sorry.
This is what happens when we're
I'm
sitting
so
with my friends.
emphasized.
And society has proved that cursing is. I don't know. We didn't really talk about that, but especially with the cursing in the younger generation, we just feel like it's okay. So it's not like this is the way we talk. I'm totally gonna get points docked off of that because of the code of conduct, but you know, live and learn. No, it's okay. It's totally okay. Oh, what do you guys feel about stalkers?
Ooh.
I was actually in the forum from a student. I don't know if it was the deviant behavior or the intro to
I feel
social.
sympathetic for stalkers.
I feel like stalkers seriously have a problem and they need to like leave. I don't understand what complex in the brain makes someone want to stalk someone else.
I think they're lonely.
I understand obsession, but that's like
Stalkers. I hold on.
I feel like they have a feeling to need to know everything. They need to.
I feel like they're like they feel shut out to where they feel that they'll just get the information for themselves. You know, that's why they stalk people.
here's some
They want to be in control of others.
Here's some typical cases of stalkers. A woman with 2 young children left an abusive husband to start a new life, but he stalked her and later saying, if nobody can have her, nobody will. A high school girl broke up with her boyfriend. He then stalked her and eventually set fire to the room in her house, killing an infant her mother babysat. A wife had a one-night stand with a man she met in a bar. Later, he stalked, kidnapped, and raped her for getting back with her husband. A man repeatedly asked a female co-worker to go out with him without success, then stalked her for many months. After he was dismissed from his job, he killed 7 former co-workers and injured 4 others, including the victim he was stalking.
I think it's all about control, really, stalking.
I don't think they have that part in their brain to, okay, every time I see, I'm so glad I can edit YouTube videos. Every time I see that, I think it's Taylor.
Really?
Because that's his car now. Okay, anyway. I can just edit the cursing too.
Is the AC on?
Yeah.
It's probably the balls in there.
It's because I'm not moving.
Okay, why do you think people kill people? That's the big thing for me in this book. The classification of a murderer. It just depends, honestly, on society's point of view of what is a deviant murderer. Murder is deviant in general. That's
completely reasoning. I'm gonna drive around a little bit so I can get air moving.
As in the difference between going to war and killing than killing someone.
It's all about reasoning.
okay. Do you feel like people? Okay, that's one thing. I have a different. There's a lot of different cases of murdering people. Like, okay, you think people in the army are murderers?
Oh no, I'm just saying. There's.
No, I'm asking. Do you think people in the army are murderers?
To a certain degree, yes.
Yes, you are killing a human being, but you're doing like
For purpose, and it's for your country, but that's just a justification for murdering.
I am extremely against the army. I do not like murdering. It is thou shalt not kill. I don't care what it is. You don't kill somebody. You don't. And what makes it even like 6 times worse, you're killing someone you don't even know. And is it their business to be in the army? Yeah, but you should know who you're killing. These people are just like, you know what? You're on the opposite side. I'm gonna kill you, not knowing what's going on at home. They have.
a choice though.
No, your choices are not going to fucking
We're
army.
brainwashed to think that they're all bad, so we just get
Well, I mean, there's countries that would kill us no matter what.
we're meant to think that we're like
They hate us and they want us gone. We have to put the pretense that we are, you don't want to mess with us.
so we're just savage.
Well,
Basically. We put out the vibe that we're gonna take you down no matter what. I mean, America, you don't fuck with America.
I don't know. I don't think anything justifies murder.
No, nothing does. Nothing. But it's all about the human brain. Be like, I need to do this. It's like to get one back up. It's like the whole like balancing. It's all about balance. Like I think of the movie A Law-Abiding Citizen. That's a really good example because his family gets murdered. What does he feel he needs to do? He feels he needs to kill both of those guys, and it's just to get even.
This is cool. Okay, that pretty much covered every section. So I was just trying to prove my point that I understand with the constructionalist and the positivist theories, and that's pretty much the main thing that we've been focusing on for the front of the book. And I just really wanted to show how can someone choose? Because me, I'm in the middle, because both of them make sense. And I'm pretty sure if I had them read what a constructionist is and what a positive is, they wouldn't be able to choose. I think most of us that are in the class can't choose. So, okay, this was a good experiment.
I like this.
You guys want to?
Okay, I'm gonna be in every one of these. Just
Yeah, we should make this. We should make this a thing. We should make this like a.
I like these conversations.
This
In
is
the car at McDonald's.
not in the car at McDonald's. Just
We can do it on a mountain.
to show. This is why there's so many sociologists, because
Obviously, we could all be sociologists. We all
There's-
don't have the same opinion.
there's 3 different viewpoints, and this was probably the greatest idea I've ever had.
I think when it comes down to it, is if you guys we all have different opinions, but we're all okay with everybody having different opinions.
It's
I honestly think that's a lot what starts wars. Is we can't accept other opinions.
Once again, I apologize for the cursing, and if I get points taken off for the cursing, I completely understand. We just got caught up in talking.
which is good. So no points taken off.
Please don't listen to her, because I don't want to get a text message.
I'm opinionated. Edit that.
Sorry, Mrs. Olbert, for the cursing, and this is my creative assignment for week 2.
Power to the people.
Oh God, stop.